Alright, well, no telling if anyone shows up today, but here it is. Let's see. Looks like Super Dungeon Deluxe 4-level Pack 1 is the next one. We might be able to finish the S today. I'm not completely sure. It's possible that one or more of these will be too long for that, but looks like I already have everything that starts with a T downloaded at least. So, it says Pack 1, and it says this starts on Pack 1, but I guess there's no other packs. Okay. Super Dungeon Deluxe 4-level Pack 1 by Matthew, Journey to Rooted Hold style SD1, TCB style SD2, this style, which I guess must have been TCB or GATIB, I don't know, SDD. This will start on Pack 1. Each pack has 4 levels. Okay. Never mind, apparently this is Dugan's Dungeon based. Even though it said something about TCB, so I'm very confused. Oh well. Floor 1, I. Cavern Beginnings. By which you mean, here's a lame trapdoor puzzle to wade through first. Okay. This is an introductory room of some sort. Nothing much to this as of yet. So what about this dungeon is super or deluxe? Who knows? Alright, this looks like at least something. Oh, never mind, maybe not. So I just need to... So there's nothing here with a queen actually getting trapped or anything. It sure looked to me like this door was supposed to close when you hit this orb, but I guess not. I guess that's just what I would expect a more modern architecture style to do. I guess I'll just push all the orbs and then kill all the roaches. I don't really see anything deterring me from doing that. I feel like there was the idea of a room here which didn't actually turn out to matter. Why is there an orb behind a green door that closes these? Why? It's a little weird. I mean, if this architect actually cared about preventing errors, which might not even existed, then why does that door not hook up to anything? So that can't be it, right? I guess I'll see what's to the left. Okay. We have ourselves some mild tedium here, I suppose. Yep. That was a nothing. What do we have here? This is kind of the same room, but it looks slightly different, I guess. That sure seems to be the case. I mean, I guess I'm trying to prevent that queen from running to the south, but she really doesn't seem very inclined to do so. And the northern queen is also really easy to deal with. Alright then. Well, that was a pair of rooms. That just leaves this way, or north from here. If it isn't the rooms that I just did, again, except that there's queens now, we don't really spawn enough to worry about. Nor are they brained or anything. Neat. Very easy. Now what? Oh, here's a room I can't enter from this side. Cool. Welcome to the land of not even trying. We didn't even try to make a hold, so you don't even have to try to complete it. Maybe that's a little harsh, but I don't know. That's what it feels like. Well, there's no purpose to going south from this room, since I'll take 2 rooms to get back to here either way. Like, the way this hold is structured, there is no purpose whatsoever to this passage here, apart from maybe being useful for optimization, because from neither direction is that a quicker route to back to the main hub that you started out in. Alright. Well, that was just nothing. Hooray. Maybe level 2 will have something in it. Oh hey, we built some tar that says Drod. And I think that's supposed to be a roach in the lower left, maybe? Not sure. but maybe. Above pits. Floor 2, I. And here we have a symbol, I don't know what that symbol's supposed to be. Some kind of starship? There's no pits in this room, by the way. And this is just literally the same kind of room as before. I mean, it's slightly tougher because at least the things have room to store their spawns in, but I can't imagine this being interesting to anyone but optimizers. Even then, I don't know, is this interesting? Looks like I might need to bring a roach to kill this guy. I don't know. Maybe the roaches will bring themselves. Yep. Let's, there we go. Oh man, this room had both a snake and a wraithwing in it. We're moving up in difficulty, guys. The enemy variety and everything. I don't think anyone is actually watching. Which is fine, I guess. I think if someone shows up and like says something, I might be inclined to just say, okay, I'll quit this hold and move on to the next one. As it stands, I feel kind of like, you know, I don't know which ones are going to be interesting or not, but maybe I want to save any more interesting ones that are to come after this for when someone might actually see me play them. Well, I can't go in here. Place. Not bad, since this has probably been tried by a lot of people. Should I have not entered this way? No, it looks like that's the only way to enter, so I guess we're fine. I guess there's no red door in this room since that orb's kind of on top of a trap door. Just let this guy follow me in here and get rid of him. I'm just gonna blindly open all the doors in no regard for anything, because I know this hold really doesn't care. Based on prior experience, it feels like it anyway. That's a bit rude. Some parts of this piece of music kind of remind me of the Spyro soundtrack. There's like a sound that's kind of vaguely like someone shouting in the distance that I can distinctly remember from like an ice level in the original Spyro. Isn't that what that opened? I guess I've already been there. Whoops. How about if I just do this? I'm not really sure how that snake didn't come out of there before now, but this works. Whew. Okay. Let's let that spawn and put at least one in where it'll kill the snake. Alright, let the snake die. Such a hard trapdoor puzzle, this one. Just so hard. guess that roach is stuck on a force arrow. Alright. It's fine, there is a perfectly good snake trap right here. Didn't even know there was a force arrow there. Might want to take one of these wraithlings and push him into the snake area, just so that I don't have to actually deal with the snake. Although it looks like I could have gotten away with just letting a roach go in there as well. Well, this is almost something if the door behind me hadn't been shut. Finally, in this room, we got a preview of ages ago. Okay. Oh, I see. I was supposed to use that on the snake. I guess. I think I'll just let this crowd of roaches and wraithlings and stuff take care of the snake for me, perhaps. What I need is for it to go right. Yeah. Get itself stuck in a way that's favorable to a roach finishing it off. Like that. I mean, I feel like the intent might have been to use that door-based snake trap again, but why bother when there are so many other ways to kill it? Conveniently running around the room. Huh. 18th place, and I don't know where the rest of the level is. I guess if I backtrack enough, I'm bound to find something. Oh, there was a south exit way back there, okay. Welcome to the Wraithwing room, where we actually tried to use Wraithlings for something that might mean something. Sure that was the best idea, but no, this works. No problem. Round 1, 4th square battle. What? don't know what that's supposed to mean. Round 2. Did somebody put the scrolls in here in the wrong order? Wow. Well, I guess I should bonk this snake into that checkpoint before I leave this area. Or, no, I could do it after I go out. Because all it is a remote snake moving around anyway. Oh, or the scroll will do as well. Okay. Final, round 4. Well, that sure was a decision. And there's the exit level. Tar Catacombs. Wait. There's just stairs openly present? Where do these go? Above pits. Oh, I didn't even realize there were backtrack stairs here too. But why? I guess there might be secret rooms somewhere, but I didn't notice. Welcome to just walk into the room and then stab a thing. I mean, that tar isn't really placed in a way that's going to be any kind of a problem if it grows a few times. Quite unlike if you had put like some queens in the same area. There's not really anything to this. Oh well. Yeah, I'm done with this hold. This is just not an interesting hold at all. The Super Spy by Jimmy Thins. This is the 3rd hold in the Jimmy Thins series. Special thanks to the people who tested it for me. Okay. You are a spy and you work for SPS. Spy people spying. You hear the telephone ring. Notes. Post a message in the forum to say what you thought about my hold. The master room in this hold actually has something in it. None of my other rooms had one of my other holds had an empty master room. You should do what characters say or you might miss out on some vital story information. Bring, 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 bring. Better answer the phone. I guess Beethro is a spy in this universe? Okay. The telephone. Hello. Talk. You have a job for me. Talk. You want me to come to the headquarters. What's quarters? Headquarters? Okay. Talk. Screaming. Is the headquarters this way? Oh, I found the secret headquarters. Answer the questions about Beethro's house. What character was the telephone? What? Well, okay. I'm gonna guess it's the one that actually opens the doors. Question 2. How many plants were in Beethro's house? The choices are 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well, I guess it was this one. That sure is a decision. Alright. I guess that's not the way to headquarters. I think headquarters is to the south. If I get a mission, I'll have an excuse as to why I didn't do my homework. So, what? How does Beethro have homework if he's also a spy? Is this like a Spy Kids reference or something? This is at least something mildly interesting going on here. But it's over after the first spawn, because then there are... Then the queens are kind of stuck in place, you know. Alright, here's a pretty standard open area queen spawn, queen horde spawning queens, tracking quarters. This is still much more stimulating than the previous hold. I actually feel like I have to try a little bit at least to not get Beethro killed. I love how this is just what Spy World Beethro does just on his stroll from one point to another. Like, this isn't really part of his job or anything, he just needs to do this to continue, to move on the daily commute. He needs to chop down like 200 roaches. Great, a traffic jam. Get off the road, you jack! You caused it, you idiot! Swearing. Swearing back. Hey, you're paying for that. It was a new car. Looks like a bunch of walls to me. Also, my paying for that? What's a paying for that? Or what's a paying? SPS headquarters. I guess we're consistently misspelling that. Beethro, quickly come to my desk. We're playing the victory music. There is this guy called Mark, and he is trying to destroy SPS. Yeah, so? You idiot, you're working. Am I working? It doesn't pay very well. Fine, I'll give you a pay raise if you stop him. Yes. I heard that. Take those stairs to the east. It will take you to where another agent is working on the case. Good luck, says some other person. See ya, says a goblin. It was nice knowing you. Okay. Why would saying yes about getting a raise need to be something that someone didn't need to hear? Whatever. Discovering the evil plot. You trample down the stairs. You see your fellow SPS agent spying on Mark. You decide to listen in. Your evilness, there is a spy over there. Haha, I'll send my guard over there. I know what he's up to. Not anymore. He just killed one of our agents. Did you hear something? No. Did you hear something? No. That's a mimic, not a guard. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna noisily kill all the monsters between me and the later place, if you don't mind. What is that? I guess I need to hit all the orbs, probably? Maybe? Or no, I just need to run ahead of the fuse, right? I guess in this case I should be aiming to stand on the door. does this want me to do? Yeah, just stand in the door. Okay. Stand in the area where the first bomb exploded. Anyway. I need to do all this first anyway, so let's do this first. I don't actually need to kill those roaches, because I'll come back for them anyway before I get to the green door. So they can just stay on the other end of the arrows. I might have to do some cleaning up here though. Those three are really awkward to deal with. I guess I have to do it this way. Yeah, that kind of works. Alright. And from there, killing these roaches is basically free. Look, some notes. Better read them. Fellow SPS agents, I know what he's up to. He is going to build a whole army of roaches. He will ask for money, and if they don't give it to him, he will kill them. Wait, the roaches? I don't think roaches have money. His plan is doomed. With this money, he will hire more roaches, and eventually take... Wait. So he's going to rob money from the roaches to hire more roaches for money? What? With this money, he will hire more roaches and eventually take over the world. One of the first targets when he is... What? I'm afraid he knows of my presence. I will not be around for much longer. Fellow SBS agents, you must stop him. How did a bomb not destroy paper? Well, whatever. Oh, look, it's, something. Anyway. Let's just wait here. There's no brain, so... I'll just get rid of these first. Hey, there's a secret room where I just need to kill a bunch of goblins, I guess. Alright. Let's, yeah. Deal with you. I'm not sure that mimic is in the best possible location, but it should be fine. I mean, one of these potions alone would have been good enough, really. So the other is just a bonus. Alright. What's in this? Another secret room. Okay. I'm sure the optimized solution to that room doesn't even use the potion. It doesn't even use the invisibility potion. Here is spiders. Hi, Wubbas. You exist. Bye, Wubbas. I never really cared about you. That goblin was really badly placed as far as actually being a challenge goes. Here's a snake complete with a convenient snake trap, which I'm going to refuse to use out of principle and instead use this one that I built myself. You know, as soon as he decides to stop being a derp. There we go. Yay, homemade snake traps. That was easy. Okay, well, we sure did build rooms, I guess. And this lets me kill the tar mothers a little more efficiently. Although I do have to go back and clean up this tar baby here. That's fine. How do I... Okay. I just need to make it turn around, I guess. I'll let those guys in. Oh. Well, I had some dropped frames there, but I wasn't really doing anything important during that time, so... Eh. Oh, I can't exit. Oh, I see. Well, in that case, I guess I have to let them in through this force arrow. Alright. I mean, there's plenty of room here. It's just a little bit... It would be a little bit easier to deal with them outside of this little snaking path. Alright, on to the next level. Finding a way out. After the death of your fellow SPS and reading the note he left behind, you set off to find Mark and stop him. I have to find Mark and stop his plans. He's probably already out of here with his army of roaches. I have to get out of here. Okay. I love how the fact that he can move diagonally is a weakness. That's kind of funny. Alright, so here we have the opportunity to make a homemade snake trap. And probably a requirement to do so. There we go. There we go. Now just need to carry the rest of them all the way over there. trapdoor event, which I am reluctant to call a puzzle. Alright, this kind of looks like it might be something. And I guess I'll get rid of the queens I can reach first. Then I need to do this to let that guy out. And then I'm supposed to... Oh, no, that's fine. Alright. That north guy had me concerned, but he's actually pretty easy to get out of his box as well. I feel like this could have been made much more difficult and interesting. Here's a secret room that just has a bunch of wraithlings and some tar stuff mothers. Okay. It doesn't look like anything is preventing me from cutting this mother, nor likely from cutting the other ones, so there's not really a time limit. Everything just sort of happens to exist in this room. Oh, but I do need to actually be sure that I can cut all of the tar stuff. Which is also not too difficult. Alright, well that sure was the secret room, I guess. Pretty easy. That was pretty easy. One small trick of noticing that practical, I guess. There's a standard issue bomb maze, and some standard issue explosion sounds. Imagine a room that has 3 bomb mazes and a mimic potion. And what you're supposed to do is use the mimic potion to blow up all the bombs in one of the mazes. How do I progress in this room? I guess I just have to charge. Alright. This is kind of an interesting little design. Having to make it actually possible for the player to traverse a very narrow corridor full of levels. I guess there seems to be kind of a pattern to it, though. Okay, what's the deal here? Alright, that's just introducing the concept, I suppose. And here I needed to do that. What do I need to do here? I guess I just need to hit all the orbs, right? Yep. Okay then. There's spiders again. Stopping Mark. How did I get in his dungeon? You get out of his dungeon and find Mark about to unfold his evil plan. There he is. Give us your money or we will kill you. We have no money. Please leave us alone. Roaches, do your job. I have to find a way around quickly. James! Wow, his one job was to was to find someone to rob, and he found people who have literally no money. Good job, Mark. They ate James! I don't want to live anymore. I can put you out of your misery. I have a very sharp sword. What? I guess we're wow. Ether the Spy is very ethically questionable. Haven't done much spying in this job. All I've done is hack and slash through monsters. Hey, that wasn't in my contract. I'm going to ask for another pay raise. Alright, so here I just need to guide the queen to the bomb, I see. And let the roaches fall where they want. Maybe I need to have her stop off on some roaches, though. Not sure. No? I guess... Okay, hang on. Looking at this a little more closely. Oh, wait, maybe I just need to do this. And then she got stuck. Well, that's bad, right? Yeah, this works. Although it also looks to me like I could have let her go to this corner and then just run, and then just sit here and let her run way up to the north. This wasn't very carefully constructed, is what I'm saying. I'm gonna test that theory. If I do this, and then just, wait a little bit. And then just let her go that way. And do that. Yep. This room is broken. Very, very broken. Very, very easy to do trivially. I wonder what the first place looks like. Huh, actually engaging with the intended puzzle is apparently faster than doing it my way. Okay. Here's a really obvious snake trap in the middle of the room. This is kind of tedious. And then I get to sit around and wait for a bomb to go that whole way. Okay. Looks like I saved the world. Time to get paid. But I haven't even encountered Mark at all. What? You saved the world and now it's time to get paid. What? Okay. That's, Ethro, come to my desk. You saved the world and SPS. Yeah, when do I get paid? When you want. Because I want another pay raise. No. What if I do something? Okay, I'll give you a pay raise if you go through the master wall and reach the end of the challenge. Go, Vithro! You can do it! You suck! I'm watching you. Well, that sure was an ending. But I didn't even fight him. What? I didn't even encounter Mark even at all once. Not even a single time. I killed like a couple of I killed more roach queens on the way to the headquarters than I did in the level that supposedly I'm stopping Mark from doing things with bad things. What the heck? Okay. So... next we have Suwako prizes by Suwak0. Suwako decided to give some prizes to who end her dungeons. Comma, she built 4, comma, every dungeon had a particular thing, comma, except one. A lot of time after, these dungeons fell in the forgetfulness. Oh no, not the forgetfulness. How would we ever get somebody out of that? Now again, a lot of people have tried to get them, and you are one of them. Okay then. The little dungeons that Suwako made were 6, comma, 1 dungeon went to the others, comma, and every dungeon except one was themed. Every dungeon has a prize inside. Choose the dungeon and conquer all of the rooms of it to get the prize. After all of the prizes have been achieved, the final reward may be got. Let's got that reward then, I guess. The miscellany prize. So that must be the unthemed one. The only dungeon that had not a general theme was this. The first of the dungeons is very simple. Central rooms with 4 directions that goes to rooms that must be cleaned. Okay. Not an opening. Oh. Also, there's a fuse here. Alright, this is at least an intelligently designed horde room, I guess. It's also the first room I think I've encountered today that has a brain in it. This is marginally better. I think that long wait between killing things might have killed me, but I guess we'll see. Well, I'll say this, the bombs do seem to be very deliberately timed. Okay, the last bomb's going to destroy the brain, but also give me access to an invisibility potion to finish everything off, I guess. Interesting. Although this cleanup is really more tedious than fun. I guess it's a little satisfying to be able to get rid of all the queens, but it would be much more satisfying if the final bomb just destroyed them all for me. Well, that room was an introduction to things. I sure hope that's not how the entire rest of this level is. Well, this is at least distinct from that, I guess. Okay. Looks as if the goal is just to get these on all the pressure plates. So I just don't want to cut off the way to get a mirror to a plate then. Fine. Actually, I don't even need a mirror for that plate. There are exactly as many mirrors as plates, but you don't actually need all of them, so that's interesting. Kind of weird. Alright, that should be good enough, I would imagine. I can't help but feel that maybe removing one mirror from this room would have improved it as a puzzle, making it required to get that one rock golem that you can put on a plate onto a plate, instead of just letting the player use mirrors for all of them. Oh well. Yeah, maybe there is a trick to this where I actually need this mirror to survive, though. That could be it. Oh, that's a little heart made of rock golems. Dead bodies. Cool. Okay, here we have some horrible mimic puzzle with roach queens harassing you the whole time. I don't even know. I guess this is just lives surrounded by monsters. Oh no. The room. Okay. Here's the exit level stairs. This looks possibly not horrible, maybe. Oh yeah, okay, I actually need to start with this guy. It looks to me like the tar isn't going to at any point block itself off, so this room was pretty dead simple. Compared to any of the other rooms I've seen in the level, this was really, really easy. I feel like there was supposed to be a trick which failed to actually be there, or something. What is this mess? I guess this is make the adders eat a bunch of roaches until they're able to hit all the buttons. That's kind of boring. Snakes. Alright, I've seen enough of this level. Let's see what's in the other ones. Okay. So this level, to the puzzle prize. This is the second in order of the prizes. Suwako decided to make prizes in a cold dungeon, so the cleaners of this dungeon had to have a cold spirit and thoughts. Cold spirit and thoughts? What? Well, here's a horrendous ortho-squared trapdoor puzzle. Oh, is this all trapdoors? Is that what we're doing now? Is this the trapdoor puzzle level? I can't say I'm really into that, but I mean, if that's what makes you happy. This one's not too bad. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Someone definitely built this. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, no. This is not... This is a horrendous orb puzzle. But with bombs and trapdoors. A one-use orb puzzle. Why? Okay, well, it might also be asynchronous, like in the sense that, like if this goes off and then that goes off a little later and then this goes off, the roach might can come out. No, they're force arrows. Okay. Let's just see. So, one or both of those need to stay. One of those needs to stay. I guess I can probably get rid of this one. By the way, this is a little bit broken in that way also. I feel like this wasn't thought through quite carefully enough, but I don't know. Anyway, so I've eliminated that one. Does this do anything useful? Yeah, but not that I need right now. Okay. Now what happens? Did I cut that off? I mean, that's fine. I can still hit this orb, so I don't really care. Will this work? Not quite. So the problem is this being shut. Well, I don't need to hit that orb at all. I think that should work. No? What the heck? Yeah, okay, I give up. I'm not doing this. It's just great that you made it to where the player has to do a kind of tedious trapdoor thing just to continue to another room entirely, which is completely different, but also really tediously designed. Cool. At least this room was easy. Okay. This is a two-path area. I meant to use up everything on the first path that I won't be using on the second path. Maybe that will work? I don't know. No. I should probably clip that whole corner. Yeah, that'll work. That should definitely work. What is the deal here? I think this is just carry the goblin across some trapdoors, you know. Don't let him get stuck on force arrows either, you know. I don't know why the description of the room needs a yo after each phrase, but it does. That should be escapable right there. Yeah, there we go. There. That was okay, as puzzles go, I guess. What in the world is this? Why all this complicated nonsense? Oh, I have to push... Oh, no. You have to push the orb that's past all those trapdoors 3 times in the course of dropping all the trapdoors, because each time you can only push one of the orbs that leads the way to the roach. That is a pain, and I don't want to deal with it. The monster prize. The third of the dungeons was mixed. In one way, there is a garden. In the other, there is a cave. And finally, there is an road that go to the exit. Sawako decided to fill all of these places with monsters. To avoid going to the exit would be easy. To avoid that going to the exit would be easy. What? Okay, sure, let's avoid that the exit is easy. So I guess this is the road to the exit right here. Aren't they all the monster prize though, when you get right down to it? Doesn't every level involve monsters? I think this is kind of a cop-out as far as level themes go. Oh, this level theme is that I put a bunch of monsters in it. I mean, I guess arguably you could call it a meaningful theme if there weren't monsters anywhere else in the hold. But usually it's the other way around. It's like, oh, this level's theme is that there are no monsters in it. Nope. Well, this is all kind of big, annoying hoarders, it looks like to me. It's not the easiest goblin to kill in the world. Alright. Nope. That just looks like a mess. Alright, what's number 4? Potions Prize. The last of the dungeons was built in a quiet place without a lot of monsters and rooms, so the explorers of this dungeon could have a little relax. I would love to have a relax. Do you want to have a relax? Oh, never mind about the no... Never mind about the no monsters thing. We have monsters here. Cool. What's this about? I guess I need somebody to stand there. Looks to me like the decoys... Looks to me like the mimic is supposed to go on the trapdoor path. I guess the decoy should do this. Hang on. Yeah, no, where that roach starts is not very conducive to killing him with the decoy, is it? Yeah, I wonder how this is... Oh, there's another decoy. Okay. There is a second decoy that I could use to kill that roach, which requires that button to be pressed, so... This decoy can safely just hit that button. Do I want to send this guy south, or... It shouldn't matter, right? Oh wait, how do I open this? Oh, okay. There. Alright, this seems like it could have been a lot more complicated than it turned out to be. Alright. Simultaneous mimics on trapdoors. Oh boy. Let's not. Speed potion. Standard stuff. Here's a giant horde again. Here's a speed potion to use on the giant horde. Aren't you appreciative of the fact that there is a speed potion in this room to help you deal with the giant horde? Isn't the giant horde so much more fun when you're speedy? I don't think I've heard the Roach Queen spawns noise slowed down into speed potion pitches very often. Even though I feel like I've played more than a few rooms where you get a speed potion and there's a roach horde. Well, I think I've seen as much as I care to see of this hold in general. There was supposedly 6 levels, but I guess 2 of them are locked behind the act of completing the first floor. I'm guessing that's what these 2 things here are about. Well, I don't feel like doing the Swapatron to just nobody. So I guess I'll plan on doing that next week if hopefully someone shows up. Well, I guess if anyone has been watching silently, or if you're watching after the fact, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of the weekend, and I guess I'll be back next week, maybe. Farewell for now. Oops.